Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show on 94.7 The Pulse. Music, interviews, news, and, well, Two Blokes Chatting. Now, here are the two blokes.
'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've travelled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Tullamore, Seymour, Lismore, Mooloolaba, Nambour, Roochdore, Kilmore, Mooloolaba, Birdsville, Emmaville, Wallaville, Connemara, Connemara, Strathrown, Proserpine, Ulladulla, Darwin, Gingin, Lilliquin, Muckilla, Wallumbilla, Bougainville, Cumberland, Ramakilla. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I've breathed
A New Year's resolution, Rob. I'm going to find someone for regional Roundup who's in one of those towns that Lucky Star mentions in that song. Friend of the program, of course.
Keep looking.
We are heading up to the Murray River and to a twin town, Rob.
A twin town. It is indeed. And I've just been chatting off air with Tracy Brennan from Koondrook, which is near Barham and not far from Koona. I've only spoken to her for 2 or 3 minutes, and I feel like I've known her all my life. Tracy, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. How are you both?
Oh, we're doing very, very well. It's a beautiful day down here, and I was talking, I can't remember if it was you or someone, I think it was you yesterday, about the fact that how good is it to have a blue sky to actually dry up a bit.
Oh, it is amazing here today. We have a gorgeous day. Blue skies, no wind. It is absolutely perfect. Feels like summer finally.
Are you on your way to 32 or 3 or something like that?
Yeah, I think we're heading for 35 today.
35.
I'll dry it out a little tiny bit.
I know it was going to be 38 in my old town of Keith in South Australia, so you're on that same line. So, yeah, I imagine it'd be pretty darn similar. And I suppose the Murray, on days like this when it's at its best, it's peaceful, it's calm, it's bright and sunny, the water's twinkling, the fish are bouncing about, life's pretty darn good. Although, at the moment, I guess there's a little bit more water in there than normal.
Yes, it's a pretty full river at the moment still. It has dropped a little bit, thankfully. But yeah, still crazy full and still quite dark. We've had a lot of black water come down our area. So yeah, but we had some fantastic news yesterday. Finally, our restrictions on the river have been eased. So we can get back on the river with boats, fishing, all those wonderful outdoor things that we love to do up here. There are some restrictions still in place, like some speed limits and no wash onto the banks so that we can protect our levees, but we can get back on the river. So Barham and Koondrook are open for business.
Open for business, which is good.
And when you hear the word levy, what's the word you immediately associate with it, Rob?
Levy?
Yeah.
Well, I would be thinking someone's going to want some of my money.
No, different kind of levy. This is LEVEE.
Oh, that would be a levy bank on the river.
Yes. They drove their Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry in American Pie in 1972.
Yeah, when I think of levy, I just think money, but that might be the...
Yeah, that's the way it is. So one of the things that I really like about Koondrook-Barham, Tracy, and you know, it sounds like I like all these places, and I generally do. You run your eye down the river from places like Mildura, Swan Hill, Robinvale. Hello to John and Karen up there in Robinvale, friends of ours up there. Echuca, Yarrawonga, Albury, all those places are on major highways. Koondrook-Barham it's an unusual thing that the highway goes to Kerrang, which is 20 k's away, and doesn't go through your town, which makes it a much more village-like arrangement.
Absolutely, yeah. We sort of liken ourselves to Echuca or Swan Hill, but better, just quieter and people enjoy the place, and it's not teeming with people so that you can't get to anything. So we're a bit spoilt. We can always park out front of our supermarket, and if you go to the shops, you park out the front and go straight in. There's no queues. So even in our busy times, it's still easy to get around and, yeah, has that really nice feel about it.
And our friend Amy, who is in Koona, just up the road, 25, 30 k's up the road, for example, a town a similar sort of size, and yet that's right smack bang on the Murray Valley Highway. So trucks go through, and whereas you don't have that issue.
No, it's nice and quiet here, although we've probably had a few more trucks heading through because of floodwaters. There's been so many roads cut around us that everyone's trying to take some interesting ways to get to places. So we've seen a few trucks probably a bit north of here, probably closer to Moolameen, getting stuck in floodwater, ignoring some road closed signs
That's a sensible
potentially,
approach, yeah.
and getting themselves into a few spots, and turning that into a trucking metropolis there for a little bit.
Tracy, just want to carry on this conversation having off air. Australia has changed a lot over the last 10 or 15 years in a lot of places, but I'm still really blessed to have been brought up in a small country town environment, because I don't really think when push comes to shove too much has changed. And again, of recent times when the river's up and things are under pressure, the whole community just rally together, and I suppose you've seen that again in recent times?
Absolutely. When the pressure was on here, the Echuca was at a really high peak level. We were waiting for that water to get here to Koondrook-Barham. So we did a lot of prep work around town, and prep work that we didn't have to do back in 2011 or in 93 when the big floods have come through before. So we had pressure on all the rivers and creeks in our area, Gumbow Creek and the Murray River, the Loddon heading a little bit downstream into the Murray from us. But we were out and about, and everyone in town was out sandbagging, helping, building levees, just supporting the community. We had a local roster going on so that people were checking the town levee every night of the week.
They were driving their Chevy to the levee, in fact.
Push bikes, walking, getting eaten by mosquitoes, but every 4 hours there was someone checking the length of town to make sure that nothing had changed. There was no breaches. The water was staying on the right side of it and protecting the town. So it was amazing. We had everything from, school kids that should have been celebrating end-of-year exams, all of that stuff, to primary school kids helping, sandbagging, filling sandbags, putting them on trucks, you name it. It was beautiful. And then those that weren't as physical or able to be as physical, helping out, checking on people in town, making sure our elderly had everything they needed, sandbagging their homes for them, you name it. It was beautiful to see, and that community spirit was amazing.
So, Tracy, when you're not sandbagging houses, what are you doing?
I'm an accountant. I've got my own business in Barham. I set up in May, June, and opened up the doors there. So it's been fantastic, having worked for other people and been a partner in a firm before elsewhere. Coming home, that was a bit of a dream to have my own business. So I'm doing it. So supporting rural and regional small businesses to grow and prosper in what's been some pretty trying times.
We can't name Total Books, though. That would be...
No.
Can't name Total Books Accounting in Koondrook. In Barham.
Yeah, hey, this is a person who goes to work interstate every day.
I know, the commute.
I imagine up there the majority of the clientele would be somehow connected to agriculture, and that country feel still living through the two towns?
Oh, absolutely. We are so reliant on our farmers around us, and it's something that's concerning me at the moment is that our farmers are under immense pressure right now. They have started harvest, but it's an unusual harvest. It's not like normal. We've got so many farms underwater, and that they will be underwater for the next 6 months potentially.
Yeah.
So crops have been lost. Income won't be coming in. They've already spent the money on the fertiliser and the fuel and all those things for this year, and it won't happen for a lot of them. Others have got excessive transport costs this year because they're having to get their good crop off but go the long way round to deliver it. So it's going to be a worry in probably 6 months, 12 months' time for our retailers and our in-town businesses, because when farms have a good year, town has a good year.
Everyone smiles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
so we're potentially going to see that pressure in 6 months' time, and something I think our locals need to be mindful of, that's going to go on for a while. It's not just the water's gone, we're all good again.
Well, Tracy, all power to you guys up there. We're thinking of you. Thanks for taking some time out of your busy Saturday morning to chat to the two blokes. And, some stage when I'm coming through, I'll stop off for a cool drink on a warm afternoon.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Tracy. All the very best.
See you, mate.